Scoochus, and welcome to Virtual Embryology. So I'm the 4-H agent up in Pottawatomie County, Kansas, and this spring we had planned on doing programs with local libraries and schools regarding, well, chick embryology. However, with the uprising, of course, the coronavirus and having social distancing protocols in place, we had to cancel the programs we had planned for this spring. However, I was kind of looking forward to this, so we thought we'd try something new and bring to the world virtual embryology live from my basement. That being the case, I do want to make the caveat that this is probably not going to be the most technological advanced program you've ever seen. We're currently filming off my phone that's on a stool, that's on a table, being held up on top of the stool by a water bottle. And so, technology's being limited, we're kind of adapting like everyone else. But if you bear with us, we'll spend about 21 days learning about chick embryology with a new lesson or new video every 2 or 3 days or so to kind of talk about what's going on in the egg, the process, and hopefully, like I said, at the end of these days, we'll have some baby chicks to show for it. So to begin with, what is chick embryology? Chick, of course, stands for chicken, but what is embryology? Well, embryology is the study of the development of life forms, whether it be plants, animals, that type of thing. And so the embryology we're really looking at is what's going on inside these eggs right now. These eggs were actually placed on the incubator yesterday, or I should say in the incubator yesterday. So we're looking at about 20 days of development to see what's going on. Through this process, we'll be able to look at reference material to see what's happening, but as well, we'll be able to look at the eggs on the inside through candling. Candling is using this bright light to be able to look through the egg and see the development of different veins and organs and just dark spots to show the progress of cells dividing and growing. Before we get too far though, let's take a closer look at the incubator itself and what processes are needed to help the chickens grow. Looking into this, I think you may be surprised just how advanced chickens are. Little did you know, there's 4 key things they have to pay attention to help the chickens grow within the eggs, and this is a process that's currently being done by this incubator.
Alrighty, so this is the incubator we're using. As we look at this, like I said, the incubator is playing the role of the mother chicken and taking care of the eggs. And that, as I hinted before, comes down to 4 parts: temperature, humidity, ventilation, and turning. On top, we can see 2 of those parts: temperature and humidity. The temperature for eggs should all stick around about 100 degrees Fahrenheit for most of the duration. As you can see, we're sitting at 99.5, so we're doing well. For humidity, we want to be between 50 and 55% humidity. So, once again, we're doing pretty well on that. Now for turning. These eggs, as they're growing, need to be turned at least 3 times a day. This machine will actually do it 5 times, and I'll be able to follow the progress by following the small pencil marks, like the X you see on this one egg, as they get turned throughout the day. And finally, there's ventilation. On this specific incubator, the ventilation is controlled by a small knob that I can use to regulate the amount of airflow as well as humidity. Of all these points I just mentioned, temperature by far seems to be the most important to guarantee healthy egg development. So we talked about the 4 things that the chicken egg needs to survive. That's the humidity, the temperature, being rotated, and ventilation. But one thing I was wondering, why is ventilation and humidity so important? I mean, it's an egg. It's not like stuff can get inside of it. Well, it turns out it can. So get this. The eggs are not completely solid. There is actually 7,000 to 17,000 tiny pores all over this egg that's allowing oxygen in and moisture in, things like that, to help keep the egg alive. And so, if we don't have the proper humidity or the proper ventilation, the chick growing inside couldn't get the moisture it needs or couldn't get the oxygen it needs and would therefore die. And so, it's kind of amazing when you look at it, how something so hard and protective can also be porous and allow things in that the chick needs. With that, I think we'll let you go for today and save more content for the future, but hope you join us as we keep going along, and see what happens as the egg grow and if we get chicks in 21 days. So thank you for joining.